Hello, everyone. My name is Nick Infernus, and no, this might not be a comic book review, but it is something related to the review show. Now, as you guys may or may not know, for the majority of this show's runtime, I have mainly been doing Marvel and DC related reviews. And in my defense, those are generally the most well-known comic book studios, but there are some other things released by other studios like Universal or others that definitely deserve some time in the spotlight. What I will say is I just got done doing a little bit more research about a certain IP that I was thinking about reviewing the movies of, and yeah, this comic book movie rabbit hole goes deeper than I thought it did. So don't expect this slideshow I'm about to show off. Uh, don't expect it to show everything. There's definitely going to be some stuff left out. Like apparently Fritz the Cat was a comic book thing. Apparently so is Heavy Metal and Kick-Ass. I don't remember Kick-Ass. So yeah, this begs the question: what counts as a comic book project? I guess I probably should put project here instead of movie show, but yeah, what counts? So of course, as of right now, I've been doing Marvel and DC, which again, the two biggest comic book giants currently. However, there are two projects coming out this year, two movies that convinced me to expand my format into other areas, other comic book products. Those being Transformers: Rise of the Beasts and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem. Now, yes, this does mean that I will be covering these two on the show, but the Transformers one is a little bit conflicting for reasons that I will get into later. TMNT, on the other hand, the original Ninja Turtles were from those Mirage comics. So therefore, pretty much any media of theirs that hit any kind of screen would count as a comic book movie or show because the original counterpart was comics. Transformers had tie-in comics, but I still count them because they still feel like those kinds of movies. Um, uh, Sorry about that. I almost spoiled another thing. I was actually about to get to that. What took me by surprise is that 300, believe it or not, is technically a comic book movie, since it was based on a comic from 1998, if I'm not mistaken. But what else counts? Well, I actually forgot to add this one when I originally made the slideshow, but Samaritan, that counts. Sean Chandler covered it on his show last year, since, of course, this counts because this was also based on a comic book. Big Hero 6, that counts since that was based on a Marvel comic book, so this technically falls into Marvel, but you know. What else is there? Oh, yeah. Can't do a video like this without talking about The Boys. Now, of course, I did get Prime Video recently, but I imagine this show is very expensive with all the seasons, so who knows when I'll get the chance to watch this one, but if I ever do, I will review it. I'm thinking about maybe I'm either going to watch all the seasons and then review it all at once, or do seasons one by one. I might do a community poll for that since I apparently have that ability now. Yeah. Now I think this next slide talks about the reason why Transformers is a bit confusing. Oh wait, no, never mind. Yeah, the Boys comics. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Star Wars. Apparently there's been some confusion online as to whether or not this counts as a comic book movie or not, or whether the film series counts as comic book movies or not. Apparently not. The Star Wars comics were made as tie-in media, and Transformers was a similar case. There are two reasons why I do plan on covering Transformers on the show, but not Star Wars. For one, Transformers feels a lot more in line with the stuff from Marvel and DC and all the other comic movies that have been released. Whereas Star Wars doesn't really. I never really saw that as a comic book movie in any way. Like even when Doomblazer did um, his YouTube short about comic book projects for 2023, When I saw Star Wars on there, I was a little confused because I never really saw as much as that. But Transformers, I was always considering for, for the show. So I'll count Transformers, but I wouldn't really say to expect Star Wars. Oh, and as I close this off, don't expect video games either because those are a whole other thing entirely. But yeah, guys, that was a little short video explaining what I will be planning on covering post episode 30. I can't guarantee that everything will get covered. Like, I can't guarantee stuff like The Boys or 300 or Samaritan. I do see myself reviewing Big Hero 6 after I watch it again because I do have access to Disney Plus. And of course, you can expect more Marvel and DC content and some Transformers stuff, definitely some TMNT stuff. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. I'm not going to bore you with all that generic crap. That was a perfectly rolled R. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, and